Fire when ready, guys.
Hey, Chris, what has it been over these past couple games that's allowed you to get back on track? Is it a confidence thing, or did the time off kind of give you a chance to regroup and get your game going again?
I think the time off was kind of a blessing in disguise, just for everybody. It was, I guess, a good little time for everyone to get kind of rested and regrouped, and me especially. It kind of tweaked my shoulder a few times and re-injured it, so that was good to be able to give me a little time to rest that shoulder up and be able to recover it.
Seems like you're moving a little bit more with a little more aggression on defense, blocking shots, protecting the rim. Was that something that you and coach went over during the break, or is it just getting that shoulder back to where it needs to be?
I'd say it's a little bit of both. They kind of play hand in hand, but I think getting that time off really kind of helped guys get their legs back and kind of get refocused. But that was one of our main emphases of over the break, is just locking in on half-court defense and becoming a better half-court defensive team. And rim protection was definitely a part of that.
Ask coach about this, but has it been difficult to enjoy the 4-game winning streak with, the differences this season with the pandemic and maybe having some players leave the roster? How has it felt different than it might have in years past?
Just this year in general. Everything's been different about this year, but we certainly enjoyed the 4-game win streak to its full extent, because looking through the other teams that have gone through quarantines and shutdowns in the middle of the season, I think we're one of the only ones that go through a 4-game winning streak coming out of a lockdown. So it's not a light accomplishment. So we just got to keep on moving from there.
How have you personally handled this season, mentally, physically, just in any way?
Mentally it's different for everybody, but me personally, it's just, I guess, different. Just going out there, it's still weird sometimes running out of the tunnel and there's no fans out there. Just overall, there's not the same energy in the crowd as what you're used to as a basketball player from when you played from Little League all the way up to now. Like, there's just, I can't remember a time I've never seen hardly anybody in the fans or in the stands, but just something I guess we've just gotten used to as the season's gone on and gotten a little easier to adjust to.
Chris, just observing, it looks like you're playing with a lot more confidence and aggression of late. Is that true? Is that what's happening here? Are you having a lot more, I don't know, is it having more fun or just being more confident out there?
I'd say, yeah, that's definitely a part of it. Over the break, we just all kind of gotten more connected as a group, and we're playing more as a team and as a unit, and we're just playing for each other now. So it's always more fun playing like that.
You faced this Houston team twice last year, obviously some different personnel, but what did you learn from those games in terms of the way they like to play?
I'd say they're easily one of the most physical teams in the league. I think that's no secret, but they're just a really hard playing physical team, and we just got to be able to match their aggression and prepare for it.
What can you do different in preparation and practice, for a team like that? Or what do you do different than you might for any other program?
We do a lot of, just as it is, we do a lot of aggressive and toughness drills. So I imagine we'll do more of those, prepare for a team like Houston, who's tough and physical as they are, but they have a lot of skilled players as well. So, we're going to really lock into the scouting report and what those guys do well and how to defend them.
Is there anything you do mentally to get ready for a team that is going to come in and try to attack the glass as hard as they do and be as physical as they are?
Anytime I'm heading into a game with just really physical players or physical team, me personally, I just like to attack with the mindset of not expecting any foul calls. You're not looking to the ref any or complaining for any fouls, just going out there and just basically backyard basketball and just playing. And then if the refs do call a foul, and that's just a cherry on top, but don't expect any foul calls. Don't complain if they play physical. Just try to match their intensity.
Chris, you and key senior leaders of this team what has been your role in that this season, and not just on the court, but just keeping guys' heads where they need to be during all of this?
I mean, my biggest strategy, I guess, just trying to make sure all the younger guys are getting through this too, because I mean, being a freshman is usually the hardest year for any college basketball player, and then add the whole pandemic on top of that, and I just would imagine makes it 10 times harder. So I just try to talk them through it and make sure that they're mentally where they need to be, and make sure that they know like this isn't a normal year and things I hope will get better from what they are right now.
Houston runs generally 3 centers, and they all use all 5 fouls expertly, I guess you could say. Does it feel like it's just nonstop, that they just have guy after guy after guy to come in and kind of beat on you?
Yeah, that's certainly what it felt like last year too. They just kind of had a cycle of bigs where they had a good rotation of keeping their guys fresh, and they were just guy after guy just pounding the boards. But I think we got a pretty good rotation too, with me, Du, and Tari, who can all play inside and match their intensity.
Anything else? Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.